Right. So this story is it's basically, I guess it's about the first time I really sort of clashed heads with an authority figure and actually surprisingly won. Um, it's not the greatest interesting story in the world, but it's certainly something that really shaped me as a person and taught me a lot about the world. Uh, yeah, it was definitely a defining moment in my life. But anyway, so a little bit of background is so must have been around 10 years old. Maybe I was a little bit younger. I'm not too sure. The dates and my ages and things in this are going to be all over the place, so I'll probably getting bits wrong. But either way, the basic story's there. But so I was about 10 years old, and for whatever reason, I no idea at all. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you why. I decided I wanted to dye my hair green. Now, so when I was that age, I had what is called, I guess, a frullet or a minge fringe. So just this part of the hair was long and everything back here was shaved. Which was really cool at the time. And you kind of flipped it back and it sort of stayed there and you had to wear a hat and train it and all this. Anywho, I decided to do mine green. And no idea why. But once it was in my head, I was just set. Like, I'm going to dye this green. And luckily for me, my parents have always been very accommodating of that kind of thing. Like, they didn't always 100% agree with some of the things I wanted to do or did, but they were very good at encouraging me to be who I am. So I did. They let me do it, and I ended up getting my hair bleached, fringe bleached, and then dyeing it green. And so yeah, I went to it was primary school at the time. Went there and did that for a few years, and then eventually started changing the colours up. Went through intermediate doing rainbows, all different colours, all that sort of thing. So yeah, a few years doing that. And so by the time I got to high school, 13, 14 sort of age, I was still, pretty interested in doing that, but it was against the rules. I'd never had it expressly, like, specifically said to me, oh, you're not allowed to dye your hair, but it was in the rules. It was like one of those things you're expected to know the rules. Like, anywho, regardless, that was, I was still always thinking in the back of my head, like, I want to do this, I want to dye my hair still. Like, I really enjoy expressing myself through that sort of thing. I have no idea why. It is what it is. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure I went through third form without doing anything. There may have been one incident, but fourth form, at some point, I decided to dye my hair red, and by this stage, the fringe was gone, long gone. That was passe. And I had an even better haircut. It was like they call undercut, but most people sort of know it probably a bit more commonly as a bowl cut, which is so from here down is all shaved and the top's long, so it comes down. I'm going to try and get some photos to sort of splice into this video for some of these haircuts and colours. I have no regrets. I loved every. I never look back and go, oh, that's hideous. Fuck it. I loved being me. It was cool back then. But like, laugh along. My God, laughing, they're good. Go for it. You'll be laughing at yourself one day too. Like, it's just one of those things that happens. But anywho, so yeah, so I had a bowl cut, and I decided one day along. I feel like it was like the second like quarter of the year. I feel like I felt out the first quarter. Again, I'm just going off like some pretty bad memory. I've done a lot of damage to my brain through various things, so I'm just half the reason I'm trying to get this down, so I don't forget it. But so let's say the first quarter I did nothing, but then come back in the second term, if I remember rightly, with bright. Okay, so no, it wasn't bright red. I dyed my hair bright red on the Friday of a weekend, And by the time I'd got to Monday, a couple of washes later, it was pink. So I went to school pink hair. It was supposed to be red, but it was pink. And so I got called to the principal's office, I feel like almost instantly, but didn't take long, I'll put it that way. And I was in there for, wow, I don't remember exactly how long, but it felt like a long time to someone that age. Just, like, for once, I was normally pretty good at, like, once I'd been caught if I was in trouble, like, just backing down and just, alright, I'm sorry, like, that sort of thing. For whatever reason, this was, like, definitely one of the main times, if not the first time, that I was sort of argued. I was like, none of this makes any sense, like, you cannot give, and we went back and forth, I was like, why? And there was this dumb shit like, oh, because it looks silly, blah, 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 like, you can do that when you get out of school, when you're out of, like, it's like, no, I can't, I'll have to get a job, like, I mean, there are jobs, this probably actually sounds a bit weird today, because you can kind of get away with it today, but at the time, like, even piercings and tattoos and that was still very much considered, like, you're never getting a job type stuff, even though it was already well on its way to being nothing like that. But that was the thing, is, you know how to express yourself, it distracts people, all kinds of weird, nonsensical ideas and this, like, justifications for a really bizarre rule, and it just I couldn't get through my head. Kept arguing with them. Why can't I do it? Blah blah blah. Some stupid rule. Well, that doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. I make the rules. I'm your dad. I'm fucking bigger than you. You're little. I'm big. You do what I say, kind of shit. And I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And yeah, I never really. Like, yeah, it was like I should be able to do this in my head, and it never got out of my head. And again, once something's in my head, it's really hard to kind of get it out and just ignore it. Like, it'll just stay there and it'll keep going and ticking over. But one of the things that I sort of pointed out was at the time when bowl cuts were in fashion for men, like bleach blonde, waka blonde, a peroxide blonde hair was very fashionable for, like, females, for girls and that. And within reason for dudes as well in saying that. But bleach blonde hair was pretty cool. And I sort of said, well, they're dyeing their hair. Well, what's the difference between that? And he sort of said, well, it's natural colours. And sure enough, even within the rules that we've gone through to point out this is exactly what it says, blah blah blah, I said natural colours are fine. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, shit, what do you do about that? I couldn't think of anything, and sort of, I don't remember exactly at what moment, but it was around that point that something clicked in my head, and I was thinking, so natural colours are fine. And I read the rules, I got a copy of the rules at some point, and I kept going over them, and I was looking at it, I was like, I had this plan, and everything nothing in the rules stated that my plan I had was against the rules, and it would give me my identity back, so to speak, all that kind of stuff. And so what I did, within the next, I feel like it was about a month, like it didn't quite happen overnight, but it was pretty quick. I decided to do one half my hair white and one half my hair black. And so I did, and sure enough, in the rules it never said there was any, there was no discrepancy of how you were allowed to dye your hair as long as it was natural colours. And turned up to school, and like, oh fuck, I was pretty nervous. I probably came across as not being nervous, I don't know. But I was shit myself. I was not like shit myself. In my mind, what was going to happen is I was going to get in trouble. We're going to go the same scenario, we'd argue back and forth, parents get called, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And I had no idea what was going to happen, to be fair, but I was like, fuck it, like, this is not against the rules. And I turned up to school and nothing happened, nothing at all. The principal walked past me at some point. He stopped. Like, I think one of the teachers had sort of narked him, because I've been trying to avoid him, of course, and they sort of said, you've seen what fucking little Jamie's done? And yeah, he walked past me and he just death stared the fuck out of me, like, just in my fucking eyes, and just shook his head, turned around and walked the fuck away. And oh, it was fucking, yeah, it was like, wow, like, just so enlightening. Like, it was so bizarre to me. Like, it still feels kind of bizarre to think about, but it was like, yeah, they're like all these stupid rules and the strange things and regulations, and it got down to I could still do it. I could still do exactly what they didn't want me to do, but I just had to do it a different way. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it was worth it, definitely. And the best bit about that, I'm certainly not going to take any credit for any of this, but yeah, like within a couple of weeks and months and that, like there was a bunch of kids doing shit like checkerboards and leopard spots and like mohawks that were painted this different colours, reds and like, you know, natural reds and all kinds of things, and it was oh, it was amazing to see. It's like, yeah, it was like it opened up a world of opportunity to a bunch of people that wanted to do something similar, you know. And I also loved there was a couple of teachers that were like, they didn't like high five me, but they were like giggling away to themselves, like, "Shot, you little cunts!" Like, they knew. No, so yeah, I guess yeah, the moral of the story is you can do what you want as long as you find the, you know, the loophole that lets you do it. And in life, there's a lot of loopholes everywhere. Yes, so keep an eye out for them. Yeah, keep on keeping on.